Have you guys ever heard of the sport? Table tennis? Or commonly known as ping pong? Yes, you heard that right. It is called table tennis because this is played on a table. Hi everyone, I am Andrada, and today I am going to discuss about ping pong and know its history. Table tennis was first found and invented in England. It was way back the late 19th century, and it was believed that the first player of this sport are the people of the middle class in England. Table tennis is obviously the alternate version of lawn tennis. People back then that doesn't have access to play lawn tennis innovate and find way to play tennis indoors. The first organization that is created specifically for table tennis was the International Table Tennis Federation in 1926. It was created and led by the country of Germany, Hungary, and England. And now that we all know the history of ping pong, now let's venture and know the equipments needed for the sport. But first, let us all know the playing area of the sport. Table tennis doesn't require big venues. Since the sport is played indoors, what we need is a good lighting. But there is also an ideal temperature and humidity in order to play the sport. The ideal temperature is around 15 to 20 degrees Celsius and a humidity of 40 to 50% with adequate ventilation. So our first equipment is our table. So our table must be rectangular and it also follow a standard size. So it is around 9 feet in length and 5 feet in width. It must be also 30 inches high from the ground. So now for the net must be 6 feet long and the upper edge of the net must be 6 inches above the playing surface. So for the ball, it has a standard. The weight of the ball must be around 0.09 ounce or 2.7 grams and a diameter of 4 centimeters. And lastly, for the bat or the paddle, so it is usually made of wood, so it must be flat and rigid. So we can also put thin layer, it can be stippled or rubber. So we just need to make sure that the paddle or the bat is in different color in each side. So we need to make sure, or we can use a black or red as colors of the paddle. Now that we both know the history and equipments used in table tennis, right now we are going to learn about the basic skills needed in table tennis. So in proper stancing for table tennis, first we need to make sure that our feet is wide apart. We need to make sure that it is separated from each other and the foot, the non-dominant foot, is slightly ahead of the other so that we can move quickly from side to side. For our ankle and knees, we need to make sure that it is flexible by bending it so we can be able to move frontward and backward. For our shoulder and our back, we need to be in a crouch position so that we will be ready to sprung and attack to the ball. And lastly, for our arm, we need to make sure that we place our arm with our elbow placing in front so that we can attack and ready for any defense. And now that we all know the basic skills in table tennis, let us all know the basic grips. So I have my bat here, an example bat, and there are two types of grip. First is the shake hand grip. So the shake hand grip will look like this. The fingers, the remaining fingers is touching the blade of the bat while the index finger is pointing to the rubber of the bat. So it will look like this. And for the second grip is the pen hold grip. So the pen hold grip, so basically from the word itself, you're going to hold the bat in a like a ball pen, like a pen. So it will look like this. We have also basic strokes in table tennis. So there are 4. So the forehand drive, so it looks like this. Drive, you're going to exert effort and it is the most basic of all the basic strokes. And then we have the backhand drive. So it's just like this. Going to exert effort. And for the forehand push and the backhand push, it is used for short balls only. So this look like this, like you're just pushing, and then forward push, like that. That's it. So those are the 4 strokes in table tennis.